Yo, what is up, my mullet? Sharp here, bringing you guys another video, and today, bringing you guys a hardpoint on raid, and this is from the UMG seeding tournament. We are playing against High Society with Nifty Chance, Long Neck, and Guard, and if you look at the scoreboard, we're playing 3-on-4 right now, so I'm just going to get that out of the way, and pretty much just say that the reason why we're playing 3-on-4 is Theory was getting hit offline, and just online issues, and that's going to tie into this video. If you guys notice the title of the video, we're talking about the MLG Pro Point system. I'm just kind of touching up on some things that I saw today. It kind of inspired me to put a video out and explain to you guys, if you guys are following pros on Twitter, why we're all outraged right now. So yes, we ended up losing in the UMG seeding tournament. We're like seeded 16th or something. You know, we had to play this team 3-on-4. We lost to them, but this gameplay is pretty good. Me, Goon, and Nezlo did pretty good for 3-on-4. So just enjoy it. So basically, MLG a couple days ago tweeted out that pro points were going to be given out for ladders and tournaments, and they didn't say what kind of tournaments. They just said that pro points were going to be giving out for ladders and different games across the board, like FIFA, Call of Duty, and all that stuff. And a lot of people were mad about it. And you know, I kind of gave MLG a little bit of credit, and I was like, you know what, I like what they're doing. They're just trying to get more people to play in their 4-on-4 MLG tournaments, because you know all they mainly host is S&D, and that's because that's all the S&D stars want to play is S&D tourneys. So gave them the benefit of the doubt, and I was like, all right. They're going to do this. They announced that there's going to be an invite-only event at PAX Prime. There's going to be 8 teams invited, 4 teams based off placing, and to me, that is so they can cover their own ass with inviting teams like Envy, who didn't place top 8 at Anaheim, and getting teams like that in there. So I'm guessing the teams, if they are allowed to play, because there is talks that it's going to be in the Turtle Beach booth, and Envy and Optic and such won't be allowed to play because of seeding. I'm assuming they'll invite Impact, Complexity, Optic, and Envy. And then the rest of the teams will be determined from pro points. And now, if you look at the GB tournament section, I know I went on ESN, I was defending MLG. I was like, it's a good idea. They're going to bring a lot more people to the online side. It's going to bring, grow the community and such, and it's going to be good. The tournament's going to be, more people are going to be playing in their tournaments, and it'll help grow the competitive side. So I was on board with it. I read into it, or not read into it, but they posted tournaments on their thing. There's a 4v4 2000 series. By the way, Canadians are not allowed to play in these tournaments, and Goonjar is a Canadian. So there's another thing that kind of screws my team over. Canadians can't play, and Goonjar's Canadian. So we're actually using a fill-in for tomorrow's tournament. Parasite's playing with us, but it's a 2000 series, and I was like, oh, it's 2000 for a team, 500 each player. The tournament gives you 2,000 pro points per player. And Aches told me that they won MLG Anaheim, and they're the #1 seeded team, and they have 2,000 points per player. So theoretically speaking, winning this 2000 series tournament, online tournament, is going to make them the #1 seed for PAX. That's pretty much how it's going to go. Or not, I don't know how the seeding for PAX is going to go because they're going to invite, but this is how they're going to seed for Columbus. So I was like, alright, whatever, it's an MLG tournament, makes sense, they can give some points out. I was a little kind of questioned about that, and then I click on their tournament section, I look through more tournaments. Let me just head over to Game Battles and read some of these. So you got the 4v4 MLG 2000 series, which is giving 2,000 per player. Then you scroll down, you got the EU 3v3 S&D 2000 series. Only EU people can play in it. Alright, so I guess that's kind of fair for the EU community. If one of them wants to try to get the top 8 seed, they're trying to get, Epsilon or something back to an MLG event and giving them a seed. And that's cool. But it's a 3v3 S&D. So why in the world, to me, does a 3v3 S&D that is probably going to be GB rules give you MLG pro points? I don't know. But whatever. It's a little bit competitive. I'll give it that. 1v1 snipers only, 250 points. If I play in the 1v1 Snipers Only tournament, I can receive 250 points as an individual player. 2v2 Nuketown, 250 points per player. Sticks and Stones, 250 points. If I win the Snipers Only, the Sticks and Stones, the 2v2 Nuketown, and the 2v2 MLG variant, I will have 1,000 points as a player. that will you know, that right there is the shit I don't like. That there's a sticks and stones tourney that's going to give a player MLG seeding points for a tournament such as PAX Prime, where it's going to be invite only based off those points, and then tournaments like Columbus, it's going to determine seeds for like the, you know, for top 8. What teams are top 8 or top 12 or however they do it, or top 16. I don't know how they're going to do it, but that's pretty much, you know, what we're at right here. And basically, they are only letting you keep your points from Anaheim. That's why I said the thing about Envy and PAX Prime. So it's not going to be from like Dallas and Anaheim combined. So all you Envy fanboys, I'm not like shitting on Envy by saying, you know, that's the reason why they did the invite only, so they could get Envy there. Obviously, I know like a lot of people want to see Envy there, and they have a big fan base. But that's pretty much how they did it. Because any other way, to me, I think it should be the top 8 teams. If they're going to do an invite only event, it should be the top 8 teams from MLG Anaheim, and that's what it should be. And I know there's a lot of team changes, but that's just to me how it should be. It shouldn't be like invite only. You know, you get invited based on pretty much what it's going to be is based on your fan base. So that's what they're going to do there. So these tournaments to me just, it's ridiculous that they're going to give out pro points for 1v1 snipers, a 2v2 Nuketown. Nuketown's not even an MLG map. 2v2 S&D probably, I'm assuming. And then sticks and stones, come on now. What is that shit? I don't think anyone on the MLG Pro Circuit uses a motherfucking tomahawk or a ballistic knife. I don't even know if ballistic knives are allowed. I'm sure they are, but like really, come on now. This is what this is what we're becoming. And you know what this is? This is so MLG, because people aren't playing in their tournaments. No one's playing. Pros aren't playing in their tournaments. They're playing in 360 Icons tournaments. And I'm going to yell that into my mic. You might want to turn your... I'm not going to yell anymore, but... they're playing in 360 Icons tournaments, and we're playing on the PGL ladder because PGL is $15,000 prize pool. And we're playing on different websites, and that's where they're like, we need to monopolize this shit. We need to force players to play in our tournaments. How are we going to do that? Oh, let's give out pro points. So if we decide to keep playing in a 360 Icons tournament instead of the 250 Sticks and Stones series, Rondell McGregor is going to become a pro player, and his team is going to be invited to PAX Prime, and their whole team is going to go out there and get Magundied on. Just pretty much, to me, it's a joke. It's bad, and you know, I don't know what to say about it. I've said, you know, this is where Icons and UMG and stuff need to step up in the Call of Duty community and kind of do a takeover, because a lot more people, especially the pro players, would support events like that. And I feel like, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, we can't just go out and boycott MLG because we have nothing else. I mean, we have UMG. UMG is growing. UMG is growing extremely fast, and it's good to see that. But right now, we're not seeing anything like UMG spectator-wise. You know, professional, you know, commentating and the graphics and all that stuff. The way they have it set up, it tops everything, and nothing can really compete. But the fact that they're going to do this to us and make me spend credits to play in their garbage ass tournaments for 50% of the payout, like they're banking in $1,000. If 32 teams sign up for this 4v4 MLG bullshit, they're banking in $1,000. What are they gonna do with that money, dude? They're probably just gonna throw it around the air and just hang out. I mean, I don't think they're gonna plan on raising the prize pool for Black Ops any, but they only pay out like 50% of their prize, and they're gonna force us to play in bullshit like Sticks and Stones. And that's going to require pros who have jobs, you're probably going to have to quit if you're going to want to play in these tourneys, because you can't have a job. Doing homework, going to school, you can forget about all that because you're going to have to play in these tourneys every day. They're gonna start throwing them up there. They're going to be everyday things. You're going to have to play in them all. And I know I posted a video and saying that a lot of people were freaking out and that it wasn't right to freak out about it. That's when I gave MLG the benefit of the doubt, saying that, you know, it would be 4v4 MLG tourneys. It wouldn't be Sticks and Stones. I think I even said that. I said I doubt they'll do Sticks and Stones. Like, they're not going to do that. They put a Sticks and Stones. They probably watched my video and are like, all right, let's fuck this dude. You know, we don't care about him. Let's throw Sticks and Stones up there. So these are just my opinions on it and how I feel about it. And it's pretty cheeks. And you'll probably see the pro player system and the teams invited to the tournament. If you know, PAX Prime, if just like a bunch of random teams win this, I don't know. It could turn into a shitstorm with the good players. If like a shit team gets invited instead of a good team. But that's just my opinions. Who knows? They might change something. But 3v4, we lost. Gunjar dropped the 41. I went 39, and Nezle got the 36. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Stoner and Huskers, future pros of MLG, playing S&D tourneys only. Whoop whoop. What up? As always, your boy Sharp. I'm out. Peace.